Well, this is a weird one. Zack Snyder fans are being accused of being bots and rigging the Oscars voting system. Yeah, this is crazy. Let's talk about it. What's going on, DC fans? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Viking. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But before we get into this ridiculous story and claim, make sure you follow me on my social media accounts on Instagram at Maher the Viking, on TikTok and on Twitter at Movies That Matter. And if you guys want to be a part of the Twitter group chat, Movies That Matter, then let me know in the comment section below or DM me on my other social media accounts. If I'm not doing a video review for a movie or a TV series or a piece of news on the YouTube channel, I'm usually talking about it on my other social media platforms. But look, where do I start with this one? This is just completely ridiculous. Zack Snyder, of course, talented director. I love him. You probably love him as well. But he's controversial. He has his haters out there. So what? The guy has proven it time and time again that he's a successful director. His box office, his awards, streaming numbers. He's just an insane director, and he will continue to work for as long as he can, while these haters are just going to be hating in a negativity circle, a circle jerk of negativity for the rest of their lives. But the Oscars this year were happening, and they were pretty big because Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. But also, the Oscars added 2 new categories per se, not actual awards, more like fun polls. And basically, this was just to bring in the comic book movie fan base and Star Wars and Matrix and stuff like this, because the Oscars and their ratings have been going down year after year. They don't even have a host anymore. So look, they need to do something to bring those numbers up. And they thought, well, let's create 2 categories. Oscars fan favourite and Oscars cheer moment. And they nominated just random movies. It didn't make any sense. It wasn't even movies that happened in that year. The Matrix was nominated, Spider-Man No Way Home, Zack Snyder's Justice League, a few other movies like that. And you could go and you could vote. And the way that you got to vote for whatever movie you wanted to win was you tweeted it. It was a tweeting contest. So if you wanted Zack Snyder's Justice League to win, then you say Zack Snyder's Justice League, hashtag Oscars cheer moment. And the cheer moment for the Snyder Cut was the Flash Speed Force scene. And then there was another one for Oscars fan favourite, and Army of the Dead was nominated for that as well. And you could go on Twitter, you could say hashtag cheer moment, Army of the Dead, and that's your vote cast. So that's pretty cool. But there was some rules around it. You couldn't just vote. You had 20 votes per day for each category. Anymore, it was not counted at all. And also, the Oscars have said if your account was a day old, it wouldn't be counted as a vote either. And what happened at the Oscars? Zack Snyder came away, wasn't there, he didn't get an award. It's more in spirit. He won both categories, which was awesome. And I understand why the Oscars did this, to bring more viewers in, more online engagement, because the Avenger fan base, the Spider-Man No Way Home fan base, the Matrix fan base, and the Zack Snyder fan base are huge. And you want to bring more discussion around your ceremony, which is for great movies, and this makes sense. So of course, if you're a Zack Snyder fan, you were pretty happy, you were talking about it on social media, and you also used this as more evidence towards Warner Brothers or Warner Brothers Discovery that they should restore the Snyderverse, bring Zack Snyder back, Ben Affleck, whatever. And that was awesome. So the Oscars finished, the Will Smith slap happened, and that overshadowed the entire thing. Months have passed now since that, or a month, whatever it is, I can't even remember. But The Wrap came out with an article from Humberto Gonzalez, who is a known Zack Snyder hater. He's one of these people who said the Snyder Cut was never happening, a pipe dream, all this kind of stuff. And of course, the Snyder Cut came out, huge success, huge hit, awesome movie. But an article came out saying that the Snyder fans rigged the voting system, the voting poll for the Oscars cheer moment and the Oscars fan favourite with bots. And that's the only reason that Zack Snyder's 2 movies won, was because of bots. Now, I'm not going to go into the entire article of it because it's just plain ridiculous. It's just plain stupidity. This guy is bringing up 2 awards, in all honesty, don't even matter that much. They're not physical awards. Zack Snyder wasn't there giving a massive speech. They're polls. And this guy has a hate on for Zack Snyder no matter what. And he decided, yeah, I'm going to bring this topic back into discussion. And if you go to the quote tweets of that, I actually think it was some of them were deleted. Some of the tweets that he put out were deleted, but the article is still up. And you have verifieds, you have bloggers, you have people who are in the industry laughing at them making this article talking about bots. It's plain ridiculous. And Humberto Gonzalez seems like the type of guy who, he said that the Snyder Cut would never happen. He was inaccurate. And of course you have fans out there who remind him of this, and it sounds like his ego was hurt. And he's now trying to get one over on the Snyder fans and one over on Zack Snyder, but honestly, it's not really working that much. The claim is that Zack Snyder fans are bots, and they rigged bots to win this voting system. Yeah, we're not bots. Of course bots are used in many aspects, and maybe some people did use bots for Zack Snyder's Justice League to win and Army of the Dead to win. Maybe they did, I don't know. But you could still only vote 20 times per day from each account. And your account could not be a day old. It had to be active. It had to be an active account. So the claims about bots being the reason that Zack Snyder's Justice League 1 and Army of the Dead 1 are just ridiculous. They're just clickbait, looking for a reaction. Honestly, he has gotten a reaction because many fans are really pissed about this, saying that they put so much effort into tweeting every single day, not just for the Oscars, but also for the Snyder Cut. And now this is being put into question, their hard work of getting the movie, of raising money for AFSP, and also winning these 2 Oscar-type awards. And people are pissed. Now, me, honestly, I read the article, I just laughed. I took to Twitter and made some jokes about it, some iRobot jokes, some Terminator jokes, and many other people did the same, and we had a big laugh about it. And I love that about the fan base. There's so many people out there with a great sense of humour just to laugh at this. And of course, every single fan base has a negative side to it, and the Snyder Cut fan base do have that as well. And you have those people right now really annoyed, getting very, very annoyed at this and going after Humberto Gonzalez and the rap. And I'm okay with going after somebody, but just don't be too negative, don't be too mean, because I don't like that about anything. But I would say, don't get too annoyed by this, don't get too pressed by this, because at the end of the day, it's good to make this a funny topic to talk about, because it makes Humberto Gonzalez's claim about Snyder bots that more ridiculous. Make a joke about it, because Humberto Gonzalez is a joke himself for bringing this up, trying to make this a big deal, and it hasn't worked at all. Second unit director for Zack Snyder's Justice League, Clay Staub, posted this very, very funny post. Love it. Awesome stuff. You also have Ray Porter, Darkseid himself, posting this. So that's what I'm talking about. Being humorous towards all of this, because Humberto Gonzalez, the rap, is a joke for trying to make this a big deal, and the fan base should just absolutely laugh at them. And then people go a bit further saying that, oh, how can we be bots when we released the Snyder Cut? We got to watch the Snyder Cut and the viewing numbers are there to be looked at in different regions and the Blu-ray sales are high. I'm like, guys, calm down. That's not what they're claiming at all. They're claiming the voting polls were rigged by bots, not the Blu-ray sales, not the streaming numbers. So don't be trying to just bring everything into this. They're talking about the Oscars, the Oscar awards that were given to Zack Snyder for Justice League and Army of the Dead. They're not talking about anything else, okay? But I would say this is great for Zack Snyder's Justice League even more, because it brings the topic into discussion. They're still talking about Zack Snyder. They're still talking about the Snyder Cut. Even Army of the Dead is getting more light about this, and I think the more exposure to these 2 movies is great, because Zack Snyder's name keeps in the discussion. It was funny as well, the rap tried to cite some Israeli website or something that said a few years ago that 25,000 Snyder fans were actually bots online tweeting hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I just laughed at this entire thing. It was just really, really funny. Yes, Warner Brothers greenlit Zack Snyder's Justice League and they paid $70 million for it, because bots wanted to watch it, and the bots bought the Blu-rays and the bots watched it on the streaming platforms. Yeah, it just makes no sense whatsoever, but this is funny. If you go and you search it online on Twitter, there's some funny reactions to this. What do you guys think about us Zack Snyder fans being called bots for rigging the Oscars voting system? It also reminds me of fans who had a bitch fit about Zack Snyder's Justice League and Army of the Dead winning at the Oscars online later that night, saying, how did these two movies win? Why didn't the Avengers win? Why didn't Spider-Man No Way Home win? Well, because you didn't vote. You didn't read the competition rules, the voting rules, and you obviously, and you and your fan base obviously didn't vote 20 times per day like you were supposed to. The Snyder fans obviously listened to the rules and did it every single day. That's why Zack Snyder's Justice League and Army of the Dead won. There was no agenda, there was no bias, there was no bots. It was one fair and square. If you really wanted your movies to win, then you should have got your fan base together to vote. But guys, what's your thoughts on this madness from Humberto Gonzalez? And maybe you're genuinely annoyed about all of this, let me know. Or maybe you're like me and just having a big laugh at it all. Guys, thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And are you a robot? And if so, can you get my channel up to 1 million subscribers, please?